Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T, TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. With the counter. Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into the table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to... Uh-oh.
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
He'll make his way to the ring. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Oh, the headbutt.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Might want to start setting out some tables before this match gets out of hand.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Sliding back into the ring.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
What a sick thud from that table. Gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us.
Hoists it up high here.
Put down face first.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Gets slammed down. And a counter by a loving blow.
Oh, using your head to counter that. And he now slides back into the ring.
Devon got caught with the reversal.
What a plex.
What does he do now? Here it is. Locked in the ankle. Slides out the back door, and he is free. Look out. Onto the back of the neck. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answered yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
Devon with a kick to the guts. Turns his opponent around and saving grace.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
And here we go, returning to the ring. And this one's taken to the outside. A reversal. Well scouted. It's a big clean hit from the table. And he's being somewhat backed into a corner right now.
I think we're about to see a body go through a table real soon.
The other boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope. The big elbow. Running bulldog. And we're witnessing two titans of the tag team game absolutely destroying each other here.
The Wild Samoans and the Dudley boys battling for hot touch.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match?
Flying.
Massive damage to the whole body.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
yeah.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now. Devon now has the opponent set up. And then from the top. Look out for it.
That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
And slides back into the ring. He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. And we can harp on how from way up, crash and burn.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how he walked away from that. DDT!
This match is just evolving right before our very eyes.
I really hope it doesn't get more hazardous than this. Elbow on the spot.
Caught with a punch. His body has to be racked with pain.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get harder at this point. If you have a chance to close it out, now is the time.
Placing it in the corner.
Oh, yes. so ruthless.
With that forearm. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
Bubba isn't asking for a table tonight. He's getting it himself.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Returning to the ring now.
Now has his opponent set up on the top. That's the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
And the Wild Samoans. Plunge up to the outside.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Taking his time, preparing to attack.
Up high. You gotta be kidding me.
That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
There's a lot of notes and monos.
His table's about to serve a very different purpose. Tag with a punch.
Ooh, he's absorbing a lot of damage here.
I think we're about to see a body go through a table.
Hot dog into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
And here we go.
Amazing display of leg strength. And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand. Being set up in the corner for something.
Sheikah turns that around. The Dudley Boys came inside knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Lover Ray and Diva.
Sika leaves an opening.
And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match. The Dudley Boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Headed back into the ring. And this one could be moving to ringside.
Got the 4 Nelson.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
What can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose. Oh, God!
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Launching.
Uh-oh. You saw that one coming.
Diving shoulder tackle.
Came down like a lead balloon.
Ooh.
Sika got out of dodge.
Bang! Crucial counter there. Oh, and an uppercut.
Right off the tooth.
Several reversals. Neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have?
To the sky.
He'll take things into the ring.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? Watch out! And completely missed the mark.
This can't be good. They just missed wildly.
Took the...
Popped up. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
And here we go.
Nicely done.
Boom! Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Pop striking with a knee. And what's he looking for here?
And it is indeed time for Devon to get the tables.
Slides under the ropes. Back and...
Popped up. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the